Perhaps the second thing to consider when starting a meditation practice is timing. Timing is an important consideration. Timing for your meditation practice falls into two categories: the length of the session and the time of the day. In my opinion, an optimal length of time for daily meditation is 40 minutes to 1 hour, and this can be completed in one session or split into two sessions. This may sound like a lot for the beginner, so I also recommend that you find a duration that works with your personal schedule, goals, and abilities. Beginners with a busy schedule may find that only 20 minutes of meditation per day is reasonable for them. 20 minutes per day is better than 10 minutes per day, and 10 minutes per day is better than no minutes per day. But in order to notice results, I recommend at least 20 minutes of meditation per day. And in order to make significant progress, I recommend between 40 minutes and 1 hour. Overall, consistency is the key factor in meditation. Meditating 20 minutes once per day, every day, is far better than meditating 20 minutes one day, 40 minutes the next day, and no minutes the day after that. Start with the length of session that you can realistically maintain over a 3-month period. Later on, you can do an audit and adjust your length of meditation time. Therefore, aim to never skip a daily session. If you need to adjust the time of day of your meditation due to scheduling circumstances, no problem. In order to time your meditations, I recommend that you use your smartphone. iPhones have great timing devices and some specific apps for meditation. Insight Timer, Headspace, and Buddhify are a few of the most well-known apps for meditation. Insight Timer is my personal favorite because you can time your session to end with the sound of a ding, a wood block, or a gong. These apps also offer guided meditations, which can be helpful, especially for beginners. So that covers decisions on the length of your session. Deciding what time of day to meditate depends greatly upon your schedule. If you're a morning person, you may consider waking up a whole hour earlier to complete your meditation session then. The morning can be a great time of day to meditate because your mind is already clear and well rested from sleep, which means that you will go deeper into your meditation, even further enhancing your preparation for the activities of the day ahead. Mornings are also a great time of day because they are quiet and least likely to cause distraction. If you are not a morning person, you may consider meditating in the afternoons, after work, or whatever activities fill the course of your day. Meditating during the afternoon can be a great way to de-stress. Almost all people are familiar with the ways stress can accumulate throughout the day, and therefore almost all people can benefit from meditation as a way to unwind. Although I do not advise meditating at night, especially relegating it to the very last activity of your day, if you do suffer from insomnia or difficulty falling asleep, meditation can be a great activity immediately before bed. Meditation helps slow the mind, and a restless mind is most often what inhibits people from immediately falling asleep. Also, the mind will carry less of the turbulence from the daily activities into the dream state, thereby helping you enter the deep sleep state more easily so that you can remain asleep. One helpful analogy that I like to employ whenever teaching people the importance of routine for meditation is this. The daily habit of meditation is like the daily habit of brushing your teeth. You scrub your teeth every day, twice per day, without consideration. Why not treat meditation the same way you treat brushing your teeth? Meditation is like scrubbing your mind every day. If you didn't ever brush your teeth, they would be yellow and smelly and gross. In the same way, imagine what your mind looks like if you never give it a daily scrub. Many people still claim that they don't have enough time in their day to meditate, but I like to tell them this. If you don't have enough time in your day to meditate 1 hour per day, then you need to meditate 2 hours per day. The reasoning behind this is that people who don't have enough time in their schedule to meditate an hour per day are so busy and stressed that they will require twice as much meditation as everyone else in order to gain an equilibrium. So here's an activity that you can pursue this week. Time and schedule your practice. Start by taking a look at your schedule and determine a time of day that you think will work best for your meditation practice. Perhaps your schedule will accommodate more for a morning practice than an afternoon practice, or maybe an afternoon practice more than a morning practice. Once you determine what time might work best, test it by going to your place that you identified in the previous activity and measuring the number of minutes that you can comfortably remain seated. I call this gauging your pain barrier. The goal of this activity is not to meditate. The goal is not to practice controlling your mind. We haven't gotten there yet. The goal is just to see how long you can sit still without doing anything. And at whatever duration of time you feel the urge and necessity to stand up and switch to a new activity, this will be your maximum pain barrier. The maximum pain barrier is the amount of time you can comfortably sit still without needing to stand up and do something else. So try it. You might last 5 minutes, you might last 10 minutes, you might last 20 minutes, or you might even last a whole hour. Keep in mind that it will be easier to remain seated over any duration of time once you adopt a variety of techniques within the actual practice of meditation. But use this activity to gauge the length of time that you can remain in your comfort zone and the length of time that you think you can consistently maintain.